Ladies and gentlemen, how does my hair look? I asked Nick before, but all right. So
I don't have to ask that question anymore because it's gone.
we're gonna get into your hair.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, just because it's on my mind.
God.
Nick and I were talking about work stuff. But here's so
God,
just as some context.
One day I just want to get into a podcast where we're both just in like a jovial, happy-go-lucky mood.
And I was feeling good.
Were you?
Yes, I was feeling good. You got your watch. The sign was here. We put up the new sign. Everything was feeling good.
Yeah.
And then you get calls, and it's just like, listen, this is what's going on.
You're not doing good enough.
That's what business is, right? At the end of the day, at the end of the day, you are a product. If people, people want that product to grow. In my opinion, though, it's like there's not enough. You can't grow week by week. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, hey, Kevin, it's Monday. We want you to grow. And then the following Monday be like, hey, bro, you haven't grown any. Even though I have done, bro, I've had two of the most viral videos I've had in.
It's actually going wonderful.
The last 6 months.
Since the transition, it's going great.
I'm at 1.1 million
social
finally.
media-wise,
Yeah, I'm at 1.1 million finally. Things are going great, and that's the frustrating part. When things are going great, but it's like, hey.
Imagine how they're going to act when it's going bad.
All right. You know what I'm saying? But my frustrating part is this. We provide, both of us, and that's why I want to talk about this. We provide a certain quality of content, okay, that our fans at a certain point expect, right? And we provide a quality piece of content. And I know that because we look at other creators and we're like, damn, bro, you post dog shit.
We're people who lean quality over quantity rather than quantity over quality.
Yes. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you post 10 bangers, right? But you post 3 terrible videos after that, bro.
People forget about the bangers.
People forget about the bangers.
If you post one banger a month, you're thought of as this guy's video pops up on my page, it's going to be worthwhile. And they don't just scroll by.
You know who's a perfect example of that? Marcelo. Marcelo is a perfect example of that.
He is a good example of that.
Marcelo,
he's operating on a whole other level.
He's a whole other level.
When you have SNL attached to your name and you're cross-posting with them, it's also different.
Understood.
But he doesn't post anything except for something that was
culture
curated
shit,
on SNL, really good stand-up.
Dope photos.
Or photos with, the hottest celebrities on the planet.
He's a stud.
Yeah, he is.
Right? But he's a perfect example of like...
Sahib Singh's another example. He's not nearly as big as you. The Indian kid, who you said you knew. He doesn't post stand-up. He is a stand-up. And he posts like those, not short film, like those sketches that are really well made.
Yes, he
barely posts once in a while, and when he does, they're fire.
Yeah.
I prefer to, Josh Neal also.
Josh Neal.
That's how, I don't know. That's how we think.
Listen,
these people, that's not their name attached to the video, so they don't give a fuck. They're all numbers. They literally just open your page and they just go to the numbers. They don't look at the video.
Right.
They don't want to see if it's good or not, or if they think it's good or what it is. That's what's frustrating.
All right, so whatever. We fucking move on from there.
Listen, dude. You're like a chia pet, okay? You got to go through the weird, slimy, disgusting mucusy face, and then it'll turn green. And
listen,
like,
and the frustrating part is like I'm having so much fun, bro. Like the pod is doing well, like everything is moving, like we're things are good, and I just wish other people would feel the same. It's just like, bro, things are good. Let things be good.
But I think other people are probably thinking that. No, you don't think anybody's thinking it's going well?
No, I think everyone thinks it's going well, but I think on the corporate side, it doesn't matter, right? Like perception is everything. So,
well, the only people they're looking at comparing shit to is probably Theo Von and fucking.
They're looking at the biggest in the game and be like, but you're not doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that takes time. So let's.
And there's also 8 people in the on the planet doing that. Yeah, there's maybe more. There's a lot of people who are huge that I don't even realize.
How many comedians? This is a number I really want to know. How many comedians in this country are selling 30,000 tickets plus a year? How many you think?
I think you're in the 1%.
You have to be in the 1%. I have to be within the 1%, right?
I mean, for sure. If you're counting anybody doing stand-up comedy, for sure. If you're counting people who literally get booked as headliners, which I would imagine is, I don't know. It's a tough number to come up with. It's thousands.
You think it's so thousands of.
I still think you're in the 1%.
Yeah,
because there's hundreds of thousands of people doing stand up who just run around doing fucking 8-minute sets in whatever city they're in. We won't even count those people because there's hundreds of thousands of those. As far as people like headlining, whether they're doing it successfully or not, they're just someone who did a late night spot, so they get access to headlining clubs across the country, or there are other social media comics who have a following and people are giving a chance to sell tickets. I still think you're in the 1%. And then the 0.1% is Tom Segura, Bill Burr, Louis, Shane, and Schultz. That's the 0.01%.
I want to ask you this because you watch more pods than I do. And I listen, obviously, we watch our pod every week and we go through these clips. Do you think, in terms of our pod, because we are very personal and we are very transparent and we talk about everything. Like right now, I'm on this pod talking about a team that's worried about ticket sales, right?
Yeah.
How many comics do you know are going on there talking this kind of shit? But
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. But I think that could be scary to sometimes the powers that be. It could be scary to be like, oh fuck, this kid is.
I don't think they're watching. You think they're watching?
Maybe not watching. But here's the thing with the way, bro, I built my fan base by being fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I remember.
To be fair, though, they're not asking you to change how you're doing the pod. They just want you to do other things differently.
No, right. But, like, I am, this whole idea of, like, we want you to be looked at as a stand-up. Like, we want you to look at, and it's just.
But for who, though? You're already with them. You're at the highest pinnacle of the industry of comedy/entertainment. Who do you? I think they think maybe you'll sell more tickets if people associate you with stand-up. I guess that's the answer.
Yeah, but that's not true.
It's already proven to be not true.
It's already proven to be not true, and that's my whole rebuttal. It's like it's not true.
You just sold out like a year of weekends, not posting any stand-up. So we just put that to rest.
Yeah, and I've done ad campaigns and they've done really well. I've found that they do really, really well. Whatever, bro.
It's fucking. We could talk till we're blue in the face. It doesn't. They're gonna think they want to think. Drop a comment if you like the new sign. Shout out to the guy who made the old sign.
Yeah, it cost $1,200. So
this one?
Yeah, this was $1,200.
It was worth it. I mean, as a guy who didn't pay for it, it's definitely worth it.
It's worth it, bro.
And we like it. I think we like it. It's not supposed to be slanted like this. But if you look at the logo on the social media, it's more upright. But I do. I think you're right. I do kind of like it
like this. It's very like rugged.
Yeah, he's extra angry.
All right. So
this is Kevin's face when I get too high and start talking about jizz.
No,
this is how you look. No. This is how you look at me.
Ooh,
why
gay.
are you getting so gay?
Yeah, I love when Lee is here and you start talking gay because he's like extra.
I know, but then he gets even gayer, dude.
Bro,
his stories are the gayest,
roasting him.
Dude.
They were roasting him in the comments.
Yeah, old head wildin'.
Won't kiss you. You don't want to kiss your neck, but eat your ass, dog. They were roasting him.
I couldn't tell if he was fucking around or not. I can't tell if he was being serious.
No, he was being. I think
he might have been doing it for the bit.
You think?
I think he knew that was very funny. Yeah, I can't. He's so anti that. I can't see that also
Eating
being
ass?
true. Anti anything like that. That dude, I feel like
is a prude.
He fucks. He lays a sheet over himself. He cuts a hole in the sheet, puts his dick through it, and has his wife ride.
Like a Hasidic.
Yes, like a fucking Hasidic. Is that how
do not look at me? Do not.
Is that how they bang?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a rumor or not. But you know what is true? Nikita works for a Hasidic.
She did or she does?
She worked. Oh, she used to in Borough Park.
What was she doing?
And
that's
she worked
where
for
that's where I filmed that sketch.
Yeah, so she worked in Borough Park, and I mean, that's a fucking own world.
It's a different world.
And she would say that when they would throw parties, so half the room they would close off the room. It'd be like in a big gym. Half the room was males, half the room was females. And she said she would be there with all the ladies and shit, and you see these creepy motherfuckers like peeking from the side, looking at the women like it's high school, bro. Isn't that crazy? Because they couldn't be together, they couldn't interact.
So why even have a party in the same building? I guess they go together as a family.
Yeah,
and then
they dance on one side.
They can move, dude. When you set that shit to some fucking trap music and some drill music,
that shit's kind of fire. It looks sick. All right, so last week.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Last week.
Hold on. Do you remember the story of when they were coming out of holes in the fucking city? In the streets of New York, and they were underground.
Yeah, the underground shit. Yeah,
that was wild. That was so wild.
That was a wild time,
and I can't believe that's just gone now.
Mattresses, fucking all
under like in the basements of churches that you could only get to from like secret entrances and subway systems.
Wild shit.
They're living on a whole different planet. Yeah,
we get bodied for talking about shit like this, though.
On the pod or in the
just in life.
Yeah.
Bro, did I tell you the story where they
do they have their own
Telesford-
police system?
Yeah,
they do. You can't fuck with them.
Shomrim or
Shomrim.
right? They're called the Shomrim, right? I think so. Yeah, it's like Shomrim.
It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's like
a
Skyrim.
They just walk around. So listen. So one of the Shomrim guys.
Get shadow banned.
So listen, one of the Shomrim guys was driving through Kennedy Airport, and he had a whole light package. He had a whole light package on, lights and sirens, which is illegal, right? He in his personal car.
Yeah.
Okay, he was driving to pick someone up. So this is his personal whip. He's driving with lights and sirens, buzzing people out of the way to rush to go pick somebody up. So a guy that I work with, this guy, I have to bleep out his name, a hood like black dude from Brooklyn, like a nut, pulls this motherfucker over. The fuck, motherfucker, blah, blah, light packet, locks him up, collars him, brings him back. The CO, right, which is the boss of the command, the CO walks in and he goes, "Who collared him?" And Brett's like, "Me," you know? Now, this is a felony. What he did was a felony.
Yeah.
There's something called a DAT, a desk appearance ticket, which is essentially just like, hey, here's a ticket. You have to come back to court. You're arrested, but we call you. Here's your ticket. You can leave now, and you got to show up to court on this day. That's done for like violations,
Speeding
misdemeanors,
and shit.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes. The CO comes in. And goes, no. Give him a fucking DAT and get him out of here.
Wow. Okay.
And he's standing next to like this Hasidic guy. Okay, get him and he's like, give him a DAT. He's like, this is a fucking felony. Yeah. What? And there's check boxes for like what you have to check off, what qualifies a DAT.
I mean,
he's like, you want me to create my own fucking checkbox? Like I fucking pulled over a Jew and here you go. Bro, they fucking opened the cell and let that motherfucker out. And he gave him a DAT with a box. And in the box, he literally wrote in some bullshit and said that the CO fucking made him, and nothing ever came of it, bro.
Yeah.
Those guys
Honestly,
are gangster,
dude,
bro. They're gangster. They run shit.
You can't even talk about stuff like this, really.
They run shit, bro.
I know. You can't even say it, dude.
Why?
They will shut this podcast down.
Why? We didn't say anything bad.
I know, but you ever see this dude, the cancel Ian Carroll or whatever?
No.
Dude, I've never seen somebody blow up on social media like this. He's like at 2 million on Twitter, almost 1 million on IG.
Okay.
Killing it on TikTok, gets banned on TikTok constantly. And he started as a dude who would go to like grocery stores and like CVS and shit, and he would like green screen himself, and then he'd like black out all the shit that's owned by like BlackRock and Vanguard, and like all the shit that had like poisonous stuff in it, and then he would like highlight family-owned businesses that you should support. Like that's how he started, by pointing out how everybody owned everything. And then he started diving into like the world of like Israel versus Palestine and all this other stuff, and he got listed as an agent of Mossad.
Word?
And they were trying.
Yeah, but what am I saying? I'm just saying that my CO...
Nothing nearly as bad. But it is crazy how they like...
Well, I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying, look, motherfucker, if it was me, I'd want to get out too.
But they get away with you can do anything.
Nikki, they let him out of a cell for a fucking felony.
I mean, if you're a regular dude and you do that, you're a terrorist.
You're fucked.
You go down as a terrorist, I feel like.
Terrorist?
If you're driving in a JFK,
terrorist.
I feel like if you're in a car
if you
as
have
a
a light
civilian,
package, it's illegal to have a light package, period. It's a fucking felony. You're essentially fucking faking the
Being
fact
a
that you're emergency service.
I just feel like at an airport adds an aspect of terrorism.
He was just picking up one of his friends, whatever.
Another
higher-ranking fucking Shomrim, you know? But a Shomrim sergeant, you know, whatever the fuck it was. But it was crazier. It's like this hood black dude that collars him, right? It's this hood like Brooklyn cat.
How did he react while he was being collared?
He was bitching.
He was freaking out.
Yeah, and Tels was just like, shut the fuck up.
And he's just dressed like a regular Hasidic, just in his little black trench coat and with his curls and his hat.
like an Amish.
Yeah.
And they brought him in, and he's talking shit.
Yeah.
He knows. You're gonna know.
Really?
You know? Yeah. You're gonna fucking know.
You're gonna fucking see.
5 minutes and no bullshit. That motherfucker came in. The CO came in and said, "Let him out. Let him out. Give him a DAT." Now, look, I wasn't there. Okay, I was not there. This is a story that was told to me, and everyone knew. The CO came in and they let that motherfucker out with a desk appearance ticket when he didn't qualify for one. Nikki, I don't think you understand how
No,
crazy
I get it. That's why I'm like,
is.
that's why I'm worried about even talking about it, because I do understand it.
It's wild,
bro. Because you assume like, okay, the Hasidic community, it's a small community. I mean, it's
very
a big
small.
community, but it's very
but they're
niche.
very tight knit, bro.
Right,
very
but
tight.
so that means someone at the top of the Port Authority precinct is either
they have their own Jewish
right. So they're
like,
just so they're in cahoots somehow where we have an agreement.
They went in there.
We do this and you do that, and we give you jewelry.
Where is the lieutenant?
Yeah, you let us whip around the airports with a light package, and we'll give you free diamonds or whatever.
Bro, and what's so crazy is like, bro, they're very like curious a group of people, okay? And their kids, bro, you know how many times their kids will show up and literally come up to me and like grab my gun? They'd be like, oh.
They're just taught to not really respect the law.
And I'll be like, what the fuck? And I look at their parents. They're like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, what the fuck what kind of crazy shit is happening? Bro, insane.
I saw, when I was living there,
they love cops, though. They are very pro-cop.
But they're pro their own cop, I would imagine.
They're pro their own, but they love cops. They think it's like cool. Like they love it.
Why would they take your gun then, though?
No, they weren't. He didn't take it. He was touching it. He wanted, oh, you have a gun. Let me see. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Are they known for like beating the shit out of their kids and stuff? Like, do they?
That I don't know.
Yeah. I know. There was a wild story.
Yeah. See, you're digging into Nick he shits on me. He's like, bro, you can't be talking about this. He's like, hey, you want to talk about...
I've tried to get off the topic multiple times.
Fine,
now that we're on it, I'm like, you hear about when they circumcise their children? They suck
I don't know.
I'll bleep that out. But do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Bro, there was a whole story in the news about there was a rampant spread of herpes in that community.
Really?
Because when you're not even going to believe this when I tell you, when they circumcise their kids, the way they clot the blood is the father or the mohel, I believe.
The mohel?
Suck.
What's the mohel?
The mohel's the guy who clips the kid.
Oh, really?
They suck the kid's dick to stop the blood. They put their mouth on the baby's
wouldn't
dick.
a gauze work?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of other
Couldn't you
logical.
just gauze that motherfucker?
Gauze it, just pull his pants up and move on with the day. Let it bleed out. Just anything other than putting your mouth on it.
Damn,
that's
dog.
crazy. None of this can be in there. But
you always say that. Nick is hilarious because every episode he goes,
I do end up leaving.
No, none of this could be in there. I'm not putting this in there. I'm not putting. Then you watch the episode, it's all in there.
Well, you see it before I edit it, don't you?
Yeah,
you don't watch it after I edit it, do you?
No. Yes, sometimes. All right, so can we talk about your hair? So this guy came, he did your hair. I thought it looked great.
It did look great in here, and then I got home and started getting a headache from the 4 different types of carcinogens.
You really did?
I didn't really get a headache,
or
but
was it in your head?
I told you, so I get home and I'm going in the bathroom and I'm like open to it. I'm like, let me see how this really looks in my bathroom, and I'm combing it and finagling with it, and it's the front was already peeling. It was coming off. Mm-hmm. And it was too straight and it felt like too low. Mm-hmm. And I just it felt wrong, dude. It felt like, I don't know, it's just not how it's meant to be, dude. I'm supposed to not have good hair.
Yeah.
Walking around with that just felt incorrect. And then, but none of that. The main, I never could have gotten past what that glue was made of. I've never would have.
When you saw acetate in there,
4 different
I saw
types.
your face.
Yeah.
You were like, it has acetate in it?
I couldn't believe it. Yeah. And I looked into the other glues, and they're all just as bad.
Are they?
They're not just as bad, but they're still very bad. There's all types of forums. There's forums filled with guys like me who are dedicated to the hair system fucking cause, and they're all talking about the glue. They're all, can I find a glue? Anybody find a non-toxic? Ghost has been connected to this and that and this. Bro, that dude, he said it low key, and I didn't harp on it, but as soon as he said it, I was like, this is coming off as soon as I get home. He goes, the woman who was losing her hair because she was like getting chemo from cancer or whatever and was wearing one of these wigs, had to stop because the glue was making her blood toxic.
Oh my God.
So clearly it leaches into your bloodstream. And bro, I get in the shower. I get in the hot shower.
Your hair doesn't look that bad. Like when you're
We don't have to do this. We don't have to. It is what it is, dude. We don't have to keep doing this.
Oh, I love you, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really meant that.
I think I am at a point now where I don't give a shit. I don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to go about it, but I'm here now and we're doing it, and whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But until you make a face like that, I'm gonna start thinking about it. No, I'm kidding.
Face like what?
Bro, so I get in the hot shower, start peeling this thing off, comes off. I'm like, oh, great. That wasn't bad at all. I fucking hang the little hair hat on the fucking towel thing. I get off, I look in the mirror. Bro, not an ounce of glue came off with that fucking hair. It was
all on your head?
All on my head, bro. Just a fucking thick layer of that glue. And I was like, and then I remember him mentioning the citrus. He was like, yeah, it's a citrus-based solvent. It comes off. And I literally got a lemon and I started squeezing it on my head and it burned so hard and it didn't even work. It was like curdling it a little bit. I wanted to die, bro. And then I started Googling and it was like, you need high concentration rubbing alcohol and it'll dissolve it. And I happen to have like isopropyl, whatever the fuck, 92%. I start pouring it on my head and it's working, dude, but it hurts so bad. And I got like 5 ounces worth of rubbing alcohol in my eyes that night. And I have a whole video of it. It was 38 minutes of pouring it on my head and just scrubbing it, pouring it on my head, pinching it, peeling it, scrubbing it. It got caught in my hair, dude. And that was the worst part. I was trying to buzz my hair after, and the buzzer was getting caught in the glue that rehardened in my hair.
Oh. Yo, but here's the fucked up part. Like everyone, all this toxic shit, right? That like is killing people. Bro, as a cop, these homeless motherfuckers, I swear to God, bro, we'd have people who were like, half their leg is gone, just bleeding pus, dragging pus from their foot, and they'll live to be 1,000 years old. Yeah. Okay? And you'll die from ass cancer from putting glue on your head for fucking fake hair. Well, that is insane to me, bro.
Here's the thing. We're living longer than ever, so nobody's really dying. We're all just feel like shit and are falling apart as we get to 95 and 100. So that's what all the
she's shooting heroin into her fucking in between her toes and drinking fucking 40 ounces for breakfast, and she survived. Bro, she's living with rats.
But she doesn't look good. She's not feeling great. Heroin.
Who gives a fuck how she feels? The bitch is surviving. Bro,
surviving.
That is crazy. You take a shower at a hotel and you break out all over your fucking face.
But it's still surviving. I would say I would look as good as the homeless woman.
Nikki, I've seen you struggle from eating bread, dog. Okay, and this bitch is half in a bag, and she's literally dripping pus from her leg.
Well, she also has pus, so she's not. That's my point. But here's the thing: I'm so like if I just lived in the depths of hell like that, like I would build up an immunity to it, and then like less would fuck me up.
They're like zombies. I'm convinced they're fucking zombies.
That's the thing too. Only the strong survive. So the weak homeless, they die off, and then the fucking powerful ones.
I don't know. I kind of feel like they just continue to grow. They're just different forms of themselves.
Maybe you get to a certain point where you're so toxic that the breeding of the toxicity like feeds off itself, and you continue to survive.
I have so many crazy stories with the homeless people, bro. Like these people, we go down to the Greyhound level at the bus terminal downstairs.
I still want to go there with you.
Oh, we have to go. We will do that. But I would go downstairs, bro, and they would have bed bugs jumping off of them, Nikki. Jumping off of them. And bro, when the sergeants, just to piss us off, like to fuck with us, they bring us down to Greyhound and they'd be like, yeah, run all these people, run them for warrants. All these homeless people have fucking open warrants, bro, because they never go to court. Yeah. They get these tickets or whatever. Yeah. So all of them have fucking warrants. So you're caught and you know you're getting a collar. And bro, my first collar downstairs, sergeant brings me down. Bro, the guy has shit, literal shit, from the fucking top of his back down to his fucking feet. And he's like, search him and collar him. I run him. He pops for a warrant. I'm like, fuck. I got my gloves on.
How do you even run him? Like they give you their real name?
No, well, so a lot of these people, they'll have like like the homeless shelters will give you like an ID. It's like a New York City, whatever. Okay. So you run that, you call, he pops for a warrant. Fuck. You know what I mean? Now this guy's been collared there a million times, so they have his info. I call, they tell me he pops for a warrant. I have to fucking collar him. And he's like, cuff him up. Nikki, he has shit all over his body, like, and I'm touching him like this, and the sergeant goes, search him like a man. And I'm like, bro, I literally have shit all over my gloves, all over my handcuffs. I bring him back, sit him down. Bro, he has bugs literally jumping off his body. Bro, I got a rash. I got a rash from my neck. I'm going to send you a picture so you can put it. From my neck all the way down to my feet from this motherfucker, bro. Because we started wrestling around, okay? And he wouldn't hit, bro. I had this shit all over me. It was a fungus. I remember going to the doctor, bro. My hands swelled up. It was disgusting.
Did you need like a steroid?
They call it Zombieland, bro. When I first got there and we were doing OJT, they were like, welcome to Zombieland. And I was like, what does that mean? And I go downstairs and the smell, anyone who's been to the Port Authority bus terminal in Midtown Manhattan knows what I'm talking. The smell down there, dog. Bro, just the idea of thinking about that. I got to bring you down there.
I just don't. Like, I don't understand how you don't quit right there. Like, I would quit immediately.
What was I going to do, Nikki? I had an associate's degree. The fuck am I going to do?
I would have begged the bridge toll business to take me back. Begged them. I would have given them,
you
keep
can't.
a year's salary.
I had to sign and resign.
Bro, I would literally think I would trade that for being a cashier at King Cullen.
Listen, it was, bro. I would have. You didn't throw. Did you throw up?
Bro,
what am I going to do?
I would have vomited. I think I would have vomited.
Bro, I would fight with these people, Nikki. Bro, I would literally fist fight with these fucking homeless motherfuckers. How do you not
projectile? I would dry heave. When I first had my son and I started changing shitty diapers for the first time, I would dry heave all over the place. If it was a homeless person with bed bugs shit getting onto me, I would have been projectile vomiting.
They spit on you? Bro, this is the worst.
Tell the fucking... You want to tell the AIDS story?
No?
No?
I don't want to tell that story. No, it's a little too... I shouldn't... That's something they can get me in trouble for.
Really?
Yeah, because it's considered confidential.
How they handle it?
Because there was a lawsuit involved and there was like a whole bunch of cops got hurt and they had to go on the cocktail.
Oh, really?
I told you about that.
This was from all one. Yeah, I remember the cocktail. Yeah, I know it's crazy.
The cocktail is fucked. Yeah, but that's like shit, bro. I gotta tell you something about the feds. Did I tell you about the feds? This we can't use.
Recent stuff. I told my parents
we can't put that out there.
But we can get back into this now. I told my parents about what you said about the Port Authority having more money than the Vatican. They don't believe it. They can't believe it. They won't believe it. They because we went to the Vatican. It's insane, dude. Literally, it's just castles made out of gold. It's crazy.
Bro, Nikki, look, you can look it up. These numbers are out there. It
comes up?
Look up how much money.
But I think a lot of the Vatican is completely...
For sure.
But also the Port Authority, I'm sure, is unchecked and
they have
unreported.
Properties in China.
Yeah.
The fuck no got properties in China?
Either way, they both have too much money, and they should give some to the Mugdog Foundation.
But here's the thing. Everyone knows about how much money the Catholic Church makes. No one even knows what the Port Authority is.
And you know what else they also have in common? Is they're banging children. You told me the story about that one guy.
Oh, about the YSU? Yeah, but that's one cop.
Yeah, who got caught. Yeah. Who's a Port Authority cop, though, right?
Yeah, he was a detective.
Yeah. He was about all the higher ups. I mean, everybody in every facet of the world
we can't
is
talk about
banging
either because
kids.
the other cop killed himself.
So what is he going to do about it? We can talk about it.
No, he was off. All right, so I wanted to talk to you about something. So we're going to
my fucking bro. Why are we going so early on Thursday? I would have got. You normally get it so late on the night.
Well, because I got to pay for the. I always pay for the fucking. I have to pay for the Airbnb anyway.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why I always get there mad late, and it's just like, for what? I might as well get there so I can relax and fucking we can eat, and then we can go to bed. You know what I'm saying? At a normal time. Yeah. We normally get there mad late, and then we gotta we get no sleep and fucking. Yeah. People understand, bro. The traveling is fucking.
We haven't been traveling.
We haven't been traveling at all, so it's not even bad. But like when we were doing this every weekend, bro, it was.
Bro, the beach.
I wrote a lot.
Since we've been here?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've written a lot of jokes, and I've realized that like having this time off is beneficial to my writing. Because when I'm going on every weekend in a different city, I never write. I'm like, I can't.
You're just thinking about the performance.
Well, no, I'm thinking about buying all the shit for the following fucking. It just happens so fast. Yeah. And I dread fucking buying the tickets, doing the Airbnb fucking all the time because I just watching my bank account
dude. And you really
deplete.
It's so the way that buying plane tickets works is so illogical that I can't make the correction to just because in my brain it's like, great, the longer I wait, the cheaper this ticket will get because that's how it should fucking be.
Yeah.
If I risk not getting a seat on this plane, I should be rewarded with a cheap ass fucking ticket. That's how it should be. In what other world does it work like that?
Nikki, The price differences are insane. I was literally looking at a flight. It was the first one was $1,100. Yeah. The second one was over $3,000, and they were 2 hours apart.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know how they get away with it. Because people just buy it, I guess.
Yeah, you have no choice.
So many people need to fly that they just know someone's going to need this seat. And when it's the last one, they're going to have to pay $3,000.
Miami, I went to Miami. I flew first class.
Why are so many people flying?
I flew first class to go to this meeting.
Yeah.
Okay. And they were covering my flight. I flew first class. Bro, to Miami, it was $2,000. Nikki, to fucking Miami. It's how? How is that so fucking much money? Because everyone's going to Miami. And they're like, well, you want to fly first class? This is how much it costs, bitch. Yeah, but even the regular shit was like $700.
My ticket to San Jose was that.
And then people are like, nah, bro, you could get a flight to Miami for $300. Yeah, on Spirit, sitting on metal. I'm not fucking going to take drive. I'm not flying Spirit.
If you do it like a month in advance, it really is.
Is it that much cheaper?
It is, dude. More than half.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry to say. We're really bad. We're idiots.
We're really bad.
We're morons. And I did start doing it. Even this, we bought, bro, for a while, we were buying plane tickets 2 days before. So even this week and a half shit is an improvement for us.
Yeah. We were doing it day before.
Bro, day before. I would call you the morning of. I was like, what flight are you taking, dude? Yeah, we were dropping.
You know what it is? Because it really does give me anxiety.
Me too, dude.
It fucking ruins my day. So I dread it doing the Airbnb because it's like $1,700, fucking $2,000.
This is why I think this is why people pay people to do that. Like people make their managers do that shit so they don't have to look at it.
Oh,
like
dude,
if Josh, like you should
because I'd just be angry. I'd be like, Josh, $6,000 was taken out of my account today. What the fuck?
No, what you should do is you should literally have him for all the dates that you have tickets on sale for already. You should just buy flights for. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding, dude. If you bought all that shit in advance right now, it would probably cost you a fucking eighth. No, more, bro.
Word?
Bro, if you were buying tickets 4 months in advance, that shit would be like $250 versus $900 or $1,000 or $1,200 for sure, bro. It's a crazy difference, dude. And you get it. It really is so much better. It's a fraction of the price. You get pick of your fucking seat. It's so much better. And it's just we're all so retarded. We can't do it.
Damn, dog.
And I'm not even paying for the ticket, and I still can't even. I do have to pay for it initially. If I didn't have to do that, maybe I'd buy it mad early. But I still have to watch it add up on my credit card. I didn't get hired at the farmer's market, by the way.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I got.
They just said, no, sorry, you don't qualify?
After I sent her she was like, send me a resume if you have like some work history and shit, which is obviously nothing. I've worked at a fucking golf course, and I worked at Switch Playground, which is a fucking gym, for a little while. And then she was like, yeah, I'm kind of looking for somebody with an agricultural background. And it was like,
are you fucked to work the register at a
fucking...
knew
that, like, you couldn't just say that off the rip, dude.
Yeah, but what the fuck is she talking about?
It's such like a small niche little fucking community thing that like...
Agricultural?
Yeah, like all these
How much are they paying?
I think they were going to pay me like $21 an hour or something like that. So it would have been nice. Yeah, I was excited. Now I'm going to have to sell tallow bomb on my Instagram.
You're so funny, dude, when you called me.
I know.
Because, well, look,
I got to figure something. I got to do this TikTok shop thing for real.
I told you to start.
I was listening to a video on the way here, but it didn't seem to be what you were showing me. It was like this dude was buying like Alibaba headphones and then like creating his own products and selling them. I just want to sell other people's shit and make a...
That's what you are doing.
Yeah, that's not the video I watched, I think. Or maybe without...
Yeah, like Alibaba is... No, Alibaba is... That's a third party. You're essentially using their products.
Oh. But he was like ordering a bunch of them.
Bro, it's like... Yeah, you can... You
this
would probably...
Let's talk about something else.
Why is it not interesting? Of course it is, bro. It's people trying to make money. Yeah, bro. You don't think there's other people trying to fucking find a revenue stream? Bro, the kids I met in Miami were crushing on that.
Dude, yeah.
Bro, you got to understand.
Like $12,000 a fucking
Bro,
month.
even Josh was like, bro, he's like, you know how much money I spent on TikTok shop? It's ridiculous.
Really?
Yes.
And what's he buying?
Anything. Because if someone makes a video and they're like, look at these bicep fucking rippers.
I could be good at this, yeah.
Yes, you'd be great at it because you can make it funny.
Yeah.
And you can really be great at it. And bro, and really, listen.
Why doesn't Instagram pay their creators, bro? It's so fucked up. Facebook, which is owned by Meta, which owns Instagram, bro, that is keeping me afloat, dude. I'm able to pay my rent off of Facebook bonuses.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dope.
I've been getting like $2,000 a month pretty much from
Fire.
Facebook because I keep putting these trial reels up, and so a lot of them I also shared to Facebook, and those would go viral, and I made like $800.
What's your follower count now?
172.
Nice.
Grown like 40 something. It's just, but then you post a picture on there and you get 14 likes.
Yeah,
and it's from your aunt
it's
in
11
fucking
people. It's like,
Agoura
oh,
Hills.
Nikki, you're so cute.
Yeah.
I remember. So what else happened this week? Anything? When's the last time I seen you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a minute. I feel like you've been upset with me.
I've been upset with you?
Yeah.
Why? Yo, he's so crazy, dog. He's so crazy. Why would I be upset with you?
Dude.
Bro, I've had the kids a ton. I've been
Me too. I have Rooster for 7 straight days right now. Do you know what I did to get here, bro? I woke up at...
You had him for 7 straight days?
No, it will be 7 once this shift is over. She's in Austin, Texas.
Still?
She's been there for 3 days.
Oh.
That's the thing that drives me. I'll have him forever. I don't care. He's
Of
literally
course, he's
the
your
only
son.
thing that brings me
Yeah.
like real joy in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
What does bother me is fucking once a week I got to sit on the phone with this girl and talk for a half an hour. This is what's your schedule like for the next week? This is going to be my schedule, and we really got to get on track because this is throwing things off kilter. And then like 90% of the time, all the shit she laid out about making adjustments for doesn't happen. So I'm on the phone for these half-hour conversations with a fucking attitude because I know it's going to be all for nothing. And she's like, why are you like an attitude? And I'm like, because we do this every week. You want to get back on track. You keep changing the schedule, yada, 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 7 straight days. And it's so infuriating. I have no schedule, bro. No schedule, just randomly. Wake up. Oh, you got Rooster. Can you hold him? Can you watch him? This, that. Can't even... I'll have him for 14 straight days, but I gotta know I'm gonna have him for 14 straight days. Right. I gotta know, dude.
Yeah, well, then you can organize and figure out.
And I can plan my days. When I can't plan my day, I spiral. But yeah, she's at like a fucking wedding, and
I have family shit I want to talk about on the
pissed
Patreon.
her off on the phone, I think, on the way here.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was doing this. She's at a wedding. I don't even know if this is rude to talk about, but...
Should we talk about it in this Patreon, or is it too personal? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes like memory. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I might move that over to the Patreon.
Yeah, we might have to cut. So I asked Nick. Hold on, I'm gonna say this. I asked Nick, should we put this in the Patreon? And he said no. So this whole gap that you're missing is because he's realized after he said it that he had to put it on the Patreon. Yeah. So we're gonna insert it into the Patreon, and we're gonna have to figure out a way to fucking edit that in.
Man.
But yeah, I got some family shit I want to talk about
on the Patreon.
Too. Yeah.
What else? Anything fun been going on sexually in your life?
I don't have sex. I just beat my dick in my room and watch.
In your room? What do you watch?
I watch Havoc.
Havoc?
The new movie on Netflix.
Oh, I thought you were like the category of porn you were watching was
No. Unfortunately, it's just a lot of cum towels in my room. And that's it.
What's Havoc though?
It's a movie with.
Havoc's a movie with a lot of nudity.
No, I don't jerk it off to Havoc. I jerk off.
Oh, with it's the background music.
No, not even that. I jerk off and then I watch Havoc. So those are two separate things.
You made it seem
that
like
I've done, not together.
I'm sorry.
Not together.
Sorry.
He's like, oh yeah, beating your dick to Havoc. That's what's up.
I didn't come for like 3 weeks. I didn't jack off at all, bro. It was.
How?
Yeah, I felt dangerous, dude. It was rough.
Did you fucking scream like a fucking hyena when you came, dude?
It was just amazing.
I don't come for 2 days. I'm like,
So what I did, I was trying. I saw like I listened to like a podcast about like porn addiction and stuff, and how much like what watching porn really is. It's like this thing called warriorism, where it like really fucks up with like your dopamine levels, and there's this thing called prolactin that gets released once you come, and like. When that happens while watching other people fuck, especially like when you keep raising the threshold of what type of porn you're watching, it fucks with you. And you're
why?
Like,
how does it fuck with you? In what way?
Just like your ability to like what
Come?
and then like the things you need in real life, and just like it bleeds into that area of your life.
So you're saying sex gets boring quickly.
Yeah, like you need weirder and weirder shit. And I was getting worried
That's
about
like
that.
rich people. That's probably what rich people.
Yeah, that's why they end up going to these fucking parties where
they get everything they want.
Yeah, everybody at the Diddy party was just getting too wild, and next thing you know, Drewski's and Baby were all slipping, sliding all over the floor.
No, they actually got
he got off.
Yeah, they proved that he was in Georgia.
Yeah,
at
he's
the
got
time.
a Hasidic friend at the time.
Signing it over.
So I stopped. I didn't want to watch porn. I didn't want to jerk off. I was like basically trying to get back to like zero.
Really? So you were trying to be celibate?
Trying to get back to like being pure again.
Stop fucking with the fucking thing.
And then I find for the first time in like maybe
you didn't come in your sleep. I'll come in my sleep.
Came pretty close once in a while,
bro. If I don't come for 3 days, I will have a wet dream.
I might have been exaggerating. It might have been like 14 days.
But people, I don't understand because like, bro, people would be like, "Ew, bro, you have wet dreams." I'm like, bro, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm in my bed and
that's normal.
But that shit is the best. And then you wake up and you're just like,
because you really like you have sex in your head.
Yeah, you're having sex.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. It's like the Matrix.
If I don't have sex for 3 days, dude, I'm fucking coming in my sleep.
Like other times I've abstained. I've had wet dreams.
Yeah, and it's gross because you wake up and it's just disgusting.
Yeah,
you're like, God, oh fuck.
But then, so for the first time, I jacked off to no porn. And
just dry, just what? Staring at the ceiling, or like imagining, closing your eyes and thinking.
A girl's Instagram, actually.
Oh, okay. So what? Just
who
scrolling?
I've been talking to.
Just staring at one pic.
Yeah.
One specific pic.
No, I went back to a couple different posts, moved back and forth.
Okay, but nothing like heavily sexual. Just like her.
No, she's not
just like her at a
She's
Sweet
just like a
16.
regular,
at a baby shower.
Yeah, just a regular person participating in the world. Yeah, she's at a friend's wedding. She's on
at a baby shower with rubbing her friend's pregnant belly, and Nick's like, "Fuck yeah!"
She was on Birth Rate in Israel, one of them.
Fuck yeah, Stacey.
And bro, all the shit I've been talking about, like about how I would feel terrible after I would, none of that happened. Felt great.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying you need to come less?
I attribute it to watching what I was watching.
Oh, so you think if porn was too crazy? You need to just
crazy
jerk off to regular
like
shit.
The amount of shit that was being released in my brain, and yeah.
All right, I could see that. Like,
I'm really happy.
Stop watching the kinky shit. Yeah, because you were getting weird. You were getting weird.
Oh.
Come clean my house. Send me a video of you naked so I can beat my dick to it. That was very specific and very wild.
Yeah.
That's a wild thing.
I think we got to move on over.
All right, we're moving on to the Patreon. No, it's been a while.
Has it been a while?
Yeah.
What else can we talk about? You admit something too personal real quick.
No. What? Wait. I don't understand. I don't understand this shit, dude. What do you mean? Me admit something?
I don't want to be alone.
Well, but you're not alone. You didn't say anything. This is who you are. No. I don't talk about shit like that, motherfucker. Fucking cocksucker.
Where's the weirdest place you've had sex? Share that with the people.
The weirdest place.
Yeah, can you think off the rip? What about you? Got one in mind?
I'm not a very listen.
You've never had
a movie theater like.
All right, that's
food restaurant's bathroom.
Chinese food restaurant bathroom.
All right.
Damn, those bathrooms are grimy too.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Like what type?
Cockroaches are in there. For sure.
Are we talking about like a Tao, or we're talking about
like grade B? Like a grade B Chinese spot, or like a restaurant
with like the light up pictures that are faded and 40 years old.
Oh, so yeah, like grade B.
No, not grade B. No, like a nice place.
And not a restaurant.
Nice place.
So a restaurant. That's not the same thing. Yeah. That's not the same thing. So it was in Flushing. This is like a Flushing place.
Oh, that's pretty reckless.
Those are nice. Those are nice.
What?
Those ones in Flushing?
Those are like hole in the walls.
The Flushing Chinese places are the real Chinese.
No, the food is top notch, but in terms of like how the cleanliness and the level of like
a lot of those are grade A.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, those are nice spots. If you talk about Jamaica Avenue, Szechuan Kitchen, that's a fucking grimy place. That's a place you're catching HPV in the sink.
All right, so Nikki's got Chinese food spot.
Yeah, I'm a
You banged in a movie theater though.
Yeah.
Full bang?
I don't know what that means.
Like actual set, not just a handy or something.
No, yeah,
sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, I can't. You can come from a
like a full fuck or like half a fuck?
I mean, was there penetration, you know? Was there penetration?
Yeah, I fucked in the movie theater.
All right, so that's the wildest thing you can think
of. Yeah. I'm not, I mean, he just goes, like, I shouldn't have brought this up.
You're already aware of one that I've done. You were damn near present for one of the ones.
Yeah, that one was wild.
Yeah,
that one was wild. You want to talk about it? No, we should talk.
I've talked about too much on here.
No, let's talk about it with Lee.
You want me to save that for
because he was there. Because he was
oh,
there.
that specific. No,
Yeah.
we talked about that already, didn't we?
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we
did.
Yeah, I'm positive. Because a kid from my high school commented on the Patreon video saying, "Damn, Nikki banging Asian chicks in Neiman Marcus."
Oh, he said, "Oh, okay." So we did talk about it. Damn. All right,
that was a good time.
All right, well, let's go over to the Patreon. No more personal shit.
All right, thank you guys. Good seeing you. Rate and review. Do the whole rigmarole.
Tap the bell.
Yeah,
the bell.
I know we don't say any of that shit.
No. Oh, we love you. Thank you.
We do love you. Appreciate your support.
Go.
I hope that was a good episode. I don't know what.
Nah, that was good. It's just you're so.
No, you told some good cop stories. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.